Oh boy.
You won't remember any of those.
Fuck you, do it alive!
Dungeon Master Peter. With me are 6 grand elderly people that escaped from prison. Oh, the elderly home.
We've escaped this
Up top
time.
of me is, these are my peanut butters on my balls. My balls. Hit album. Travis playing Talbot.
I don't get paid enough for this.
We have, yes, these are all my kids. I found them at an orphanage. Rachel playing Beryl.
How detrimental would it be what if I were to throw this?
We have,
Oh my gosh.
it is flour, not Coke. Officer, I swear it was in there before I sat down this morning. Ramon playing
I
Cookie.
swear it was in there before I sat down this morning.
Oh, no. I opened drinks and stuff. I'm like, no.
That always ends well.
Next we have Why So Serious? I watched that movie way too much with my grandkids. Smiley playing Serious. And we have the Dom of fathers of who invented alcohol back in the 1920s. He went back in time to bumfuck his elders. Dom playing Bousta.
Look, I'm not an alcoholic. Alcoholics need a drink. I already have one.
And as always, it is me. Fred may be joining us today. If not, he will get in when he comes in. Today's episode is our episode 69.
Nice.
You know what that means.
Nice.
It means the girls are going to wish they hadn't been here today.
Nice.
We do end our D&D campaign with episode 75. So I'm glad we at least end on a nice number like 75. So, that means 75. No, actually, yeah, 75 episodes have been uploaded. That's a lot.
That is a lot, man. Congratulations.
Thanks. Maybe at the end of it, I may post a recap of everything, just kind of
Please do.
We'll all watch that one and be like, what was the story we were just playing?
Alright, so let me just catch up on what I just did.
It's like, great, now I have hours and hours to refresh myself with.
Are you like, did this happen?
And the Christmas specials, and the Halloween specials, and all the goddamn specials.
You're welcome.
The trick to that is at the end of the recap, he's going to give us what happened after the next 15 years, and it's going to know whether we watched it or not, because the next campaign is going to take place 20 years after that. And all of these things we're supposed to know have happened because he said it in the recap, but none of us watched it, so...
Yeah. I mean, I could, knowing that no one's going to watch it.
At this rate, I have to watch it on a spike.
See, Rachel, here's the thing. We're not Critical Role. We don't think like that.
But we could be, with our support and love and dedication.
Yes. But also, we're just here for
We
roleplay.
don't think.
We are. Speaking of roleplay,
Good,
which this
so
session is going to be, hopefully mainly.
But we do.
What we last left off is they fought on a bridge. What did they fight, you may say? They fought a blue-eyed white dragon plus a black... No, red-eyed black dragon.
The black eyes red dragon.
Black-eyed red dragon.
The black eyes red dragon. It was a red dragon, and then I gave it black eyes.
I punched it. Because
Really?
it pissed me off.
Rachel got her one victory.
I won what?
Rachel did outstanding with the use of different spells. The group actually did really well against this fight.
I hope you guys appreciated that. It'll never work again.
Oh, I suplexed a dragon.
You did. You suplexed a blue-eyed white dragon.
It'll never work again.
After that, the group made their way over to the end of the bridge, where they met a company of Leonin, sent by Leander. They found out that Gangreth, the one who was traveling him, wasn't Gangreth, was a mimic doppelganger this whole time, sent by Typhon to make sure that they get across the bridge safely. Everyone in the group is just kind of tired of shenanigans.
Hell yeah.
Especially Beryl.
Hate those mimics.
But she knew exactly what she was getting into when she came back.
Did she?
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I thought the mimics were done.
They're never done. We'll start off right where we left off, but the next day. You guys do travel just for 4 hours, and then the captain will go ahead and park it and say, we'll sleep here for the night.
Oh good, we did a sleep.
So everyone will get a full 8 hours.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
That's what I needed. Just what I needed.
Wait, let me roll that D4 and see if I get that spell back.
Hey,
Yeah.
Peter,
Yeah, what up?
would you say I had 4 hours to transcribe a spell into my spellbook?
I'll give you it if you tell me a funny joke.
Ooh.
Ah, okay. Alright.
Do the one about the Guinness Book of World Records.
Oh. I don't even know that one. Hey, okay, Peter, here's a joke.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
DBD MMR.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
I don't get it.
It's fucking Dead by Daylight.
I gathered that.
Oh.
Bitch.
I was gonna make another joke.
You can make a joke over it.
CRT Christmas Day.
I don't get it.
My heart. The fuck's going on here?
Oh wait, here's another one. Typhon ruins everything.
He does not.
God damn it! Fucking plotter.
I said what I said
I don't
in
get
the
it.
Also,
chat.
there's no way that bitch got shot, fell 50 feet, still lived, fell again, and then lived again. There's no fucking way.
Look, if
No
Talbot
shot.
would have just let me feed him the cookies, that's twice she's cookie blocked me.
Oh, you've been cookie blocked. Yo.
You can just say cook block.
Excuse
It's okay.
excuse me for being honest.
Excuse you for having
He's-
plot armor.
Typhon still likes me. You just don't.
Well, because you wouldn't have dick to him on his own boat. You're like, oh, we should probably kill Typhon.
Typhon?
I'm sorry. Before
Typhon
we continue,
replaced
did you
our
just
friend
open up
with
the
a
shrimp
mimic?
cheese and bite it off like?
Hell yeah!
My man's a champ.
I am so uncomfortable.
Do it again.
This is not a safe zone.
It was so funny. I was just like,
We both-
Smiley, taking notes. I'm sorry.
Next, he's gonna drink milk straight from the drug.
The drug?
The drug.
Straight from the drug?
Yeah, I know what I said, and I said what I know. I drink the drugs from the gallons of jars.
The fun fact, well, actually not playing D&D today. Ross is bullshitting since this is episode 69.
Nice.
Amazing.
Okay,
So we take our rest.
We're in the cave of tits.
yes, you guys take your rest. Beryl will have a lovely conversation with her husband.
Oh, do I say?
Your Irene's.
Oh,
Here's what
What's
you-
it- does it work?
It does work.
I swear to God, the entire time since I've joined this campaign, those things have never worked properly. Not a day since I joined this group has that Irene worked properly.
We've had some good.
You have a lovely conversation. He's just, are you okay? Did everything go well?
I'm asking him about the rock candy kraut.
Sorry.
How are my tea crystals?
You just have a nice little snack.
Okay.
Nothing ordinary happens to you.
perfect. I get all my health back.
Talbot and Bousta will have those lovely dreams about their children.
Aww.
Still.
Why you gotta
Not
be like
going
that,
away.
man?
And KT, right before KT falls asleep, he sees some shadowy figures outside his tent.
Cookies?
Do you go and investigate?
Done. Done.
Against my better judgment, I peek out of the tent.
You see one of the stuffed you in a little guard's outfit and a little plastic spear just marking back and forth.
I narrow my eyes at it. I'd make a little, and then I just retreat back into my tent.
That was, and just faces back and forth. Nothing special. Okay, you guys will wake up bright and early. Food's being cooked. People who are on watch are exchanging. They're going to go take a nap really quick. The one in charge of this battalion, let's actually give him a name. Yeah, I'm on random generator.
Is it sad that I can tell from this angle, but I didn't want to just go over it? Just do it shit.
Go ahead and roll me a d10.
Do you know what I find really exciting?
Okay. Once it loads, will be good.
D&D Beyond had an update, which allowed me to get new little frames. And there's an Ioun Stone one now, so now Crystal has crystals.
Alright, it is.
Beryl has crystals around it.
Gint, Grit, Wind Seeker. So I'll go ahead and spell it for you guys. GRYGTIN. He will be the,
Windseeker?
yeah. He will be the one.
Be right back, my booster.
No, I'm not
Cool.
doing
Food.
the actual problem too, so I'm gonna have to Rachel go get it.
Windseeker. And what is he? He's the captain
Yeah, he's the captain of the squadron.
of the
Very
units
good.
that Leander sent us?
Yeah. So, he will go to each one of you and say, please eat, rest, pray, do what you need to do. Whenever you're ready, please come see me in the tent, and we'll discuss what needs to happen before we proceed any closer to our main base.
Do you have a barrel of ale that I can either have or
He pulls out from his bag of holding.
Do you require compensation?
Good.
Fantastic.
You can write it off as war effort.
More effort.
I spend about the next 15 minutes turning it into like the sports bucket hats where there's like the 2 cans. But I take the entire barrel, put it on my backpack, like put it on my back, and have the whole thing so it goes right into my tusk.
Love that. It would be so shitty if I died eating this cookie.
It takes a while because I'm like trying to like figure out the hoses. And, like I'm not the most intelligent.
Did you see food out there?
That's a big negative.
Okay.
I mean, no, I didn't say food.
Okay.
It's big negative.
Oh, no, it's that.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Welcome back,
Alright.
Travis.
So yeah.
Did he get the name? Did you get the name, Travis? Of the person, the captain?
Glignar Gliglag.
He's our note taker. We need to make sure he gets it.
The name of the person that we just
It's
right?
The captain.
Brinton Windseeker.
Yeah, the Leonin captain from the squadron that was sent to us.
Can someone just put it in the Discord chat under like
NPCs. We got a whole thing for that, don't we?
I got you.
yeah, NPC? If someone could do that, that'd be great. Then I could just
Oh shit.
Yeah, right from there.
Go all the way around. Fuck people.
So yeah, he was just saying, prepare, eat, do what you need to do. And she's gonna be like, why are you knocking on the door? I'm like, I'm not knocking on the door. And just yeah, like I said, talk to much stuff and meet me before we go. And he'll head off to the main tent. You can open it.
The fucking door, it's the cops.
Ramon, run!
Ah, shit! No estoy aquí.
All the Twitch people go, oh,
No, I
snap.
said to bring ice to the party. I didn't mean immigration.
Ah!
okay, I've got
So
it.
I go halfway and then they drop me off.
Me llamo Juan Montecarlo.
Alright.
Alright.
And Peter,
Yeah.
it's safe to assume that they are Leonin.
Yeah,
It's safe to make that
all
assumption.
of them are leaving.
Or so
I
they
figured-
appear. Fucking minutes.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask just in case for some random reason.
I guess, wait, what's
It's passive perception.
we'll switch it between, there would be mix between Leonin and Tabaxi.
Okay.
It's a cat
Um,
tribe.
Whatever tent or whatever they gave us, Beryl's going to go back to her old habit of tapping everything with her staff before she touches it. All the
Roll me
chests,
percentile.
all the chairs, the bed.
Roll me percentile. Let's see what happens.
Bousta doesn't carry too much emotion.
81.
There's a good chance. Of what? We don't know yet. But there is a good chance.
There's a really good chance the Beryl's going to get eaten again.
Your minis aren't over there, bro.
But its mimics are.
I do want you guys to know
So-
that if there's a mimic in our room, I definitely think Typhon is spying on us.
So we're gonna have fun with this. Sorry, Barry, you brought
What
it
type of
up.
mining company? No, not the
Oh,
travel.
that's not.
There it is.
That's
So, like, if there's a mimic in my room, I think Typhon's spying on us. I'm like, the Typhon Money Company?
Tap Incorporated.
It's only Beryl's very terrible untrust to Typhon.
So as you start poking everything, if you get to like a barrel, you poke it and it shifts.
It like shifts because I touched it.
As you go to poke it, it just moves.
Ah, frick. I go get the strongest person I know. I run out of my room and I go get it.
I've got one of the hoses set up in the barrel and then turn around.
Bousta?
Right.
So, I need your help. There's a mimic in my room.
Yeah.
There's a mimic in my tent. Whatever it is.
You know, normally people call about spiders or like. Okay, fine. I get up begrudgingly, try and like hook it on and realize I didn't get like straps for it yet because I'm like midway through building it. Sadly, set it back in my tent and go.
Hold on.
Get my hammer.
Okay.
Grab my hammer and I don't know.
You go. You get to her tent and.
I point out the barrel. Here, that one. I tried to touch it. It moved before I hit it.
You pick up the barrel.
And just walk out with it.
Okay.
We have to destroy it. Typhon's spying on us.
I will certainly do that. Hey, can you help me out with something?
And the lid lifts up and you see plush Katie. Yes.
Oh, God damn it! Not what I was expecting.
No. Oh. Closes it. Now all you hear is tinker, tinker, tinker.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
No, like, I hear tinker, and I'm trying to tinker with something, but I'm very stupid, so if I have someone smarter that is...
Bousta, did you get rid of the mimic?
Yes.
Is it gone?
Yes. Doesn't sound like it.
It doesn't sound like it.
Put my head out and go. Doesn't sound like it.
I like the old like Western movies where like you hear the sound and then the move. Let's move on doing that. I just hear yes.
I go get Talbot. Talbot, the mimic, ate Bousta, and now he's pretending to be Bousta.
Because I hate them. I don't like them at all.
I don't do anything about it.
Talbot.
I'm with Talbot right now.
I'm just
You're with Talbot? Are you with Talbot?
Emotionally with
Oh,
Talbot.
okay. I'm about to say, I'm going to be like, KT.
I don't know where Talbot is right now, but emotionally I'm with Talbot. I don't want to be a part of this.
I figured the camp's not that big. Talbot,
No, not really.
there was a mimic in my room. I got Bousta to help, and then I think it ate Bousta because I tried to ask Bousta if he got rid of it, but then he had like this really high-pitched voice, and it wasn't him.
I use the eye ring and go, Bousta, are you alive?
No, he had one of us.
Yes, I'm alive.
Damn it.
Beryl, it's fine. And then I go back to tinkering. I assume trying to write stuff in my book. Trying to come up with formulas and stuff.
Doing smart girl shit.
Hot girl shit.
No, smart girl shit. Well, I mean, probably also hot girl shit, but in this instance, smart girl shit.
Well, we don't know. Talbot's covered in robes all the time.
Hot girl summer.
Except for that one time she put her robes down, we got to see the dragon tattoo.
Oh, yeah, you guys.
I did, anyways. I don't know if anybody else in the party got to see it.
Oh, so Talbot literally is the girl with the dragon tattoo.
Yeah. So as you're still holding it, you hear like the bottom came up, and you just see a little kinky.
Don't break the
No, come
seal.
back!
I'm doing it. I'm going to get
No, I need help.
With what?
I'm trying to build the thing. I'm very stupid and I need help building the thing.
Oh my god. Oh.
You saw little Casey?
Are we gonna be like, yes, Mr. President? Okay, other way around.
Oh no! Oh no!
Inspiration.
A Monica
Yes,
Lewinsky joke on this stream? More likely than you think.
Especially because that new special's about
The
to hit
answer
Netflix.
might surprise you.
Which one?
I have a project I'm working on, and I'm rather stupid, and I need assistance in figuring out logistics.
Okay. On one condition.
Okay.
But just walk. You'll get there faster.
I don't think I can do that.
Why, you just pull it off then?
Yeah, but that's pretty violent.
Did you went to Gideon's? Challenge.
in half. I just want to play with it.
Should I pay you to get you an egg?
I'm a dog. What am I going to use money for?
To buy an egg?
If I steal it.
But that's not like
Stealing is way.
But you can get your own.
No, I
You can
can't.
get your own egg with the money.
But he has a candy cane leg.
But then you can go buy a candy.
Why would I do that? I don't want to buy things. I want to steal things.
Well, then, that's a moral dilemma that I think you might need to look into introspectively and potentially seek out therapy if need be.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Okay, fine. What do you need of this?
I'm trying to turn a barrel of ale into a backpack that I can sit on while I'm walking.
I'm intrigued. You know, I don't know what ale is.
Alcohol is allowed.
Don't know what that is.
A drink.
Of it all.
Alright. As an organic being,
Oh shit, yeah. Got it.
I want liquid sustenance to put into my body.
Oh, he pulled out flask of blood.
I am highly concerned, but no, I have the liquid that I want to put into my body. I just want to make it easier to put into my body while I'm walking.
Hi. Can I ride on you?
Yes, you can. I move out my ears so they have something to hold on to.
I feel like Dumbo.
Who's Dumbo?
I
Fantasy.
kind of look up and go, oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. And I fly up with him towards the tent. do a couple circles in the sky and then throw him back in my tent.
Damn, you missed.
So,
He was going to drop something on KT. This.
Thank God I'm not that lucky. Unlucky.
Well, I rolled an 8. Yeah, I know your AC is higher than a 14.
It is definitely higher than a 14. I will
So-
tell you that much.
I was like, it's 16 actually. What?
Damn. You got me.
So he'll spend time fixing it. Everyone else will kind of.
I basically like forcefully shoved rope into there and I'm trying to put tube around the rope and it just looks very messy. Yeah.
He'll take care of it.
As I was trying to figure it out and I could not figure it
I
out.
just couldn't do it. It's fine. You guys will do your things, and let's say about 2.5 hours later, everyone will get done doing what they want and make their way to the tent. At this time, once Plush KT is done, he just goes, okay, bye. And he waddles off outside of camp.
I really don't like that thing.
You know, I should be concerned that they're around here, but also at the same time, they helped me with this, and then I just grabbed the hoses and just started swimming.
I really don't like that thing. I really don't.
On the bottom, there's a little symbol that says made by KT.
Ooh. Can we
Patent that.
smudge that out?
It's like metal in. If you take it off, there's a hole inside of it now.
Please don't take it off.
I feel like
Oh,
this is going to damage my image in some way, shape, or form. In some.
Well, actually, I think in this instance, maybe you should patent that. I mean, just because he's using it for ale doesn't mean everybody has to use it.
I'm looking for your name.
I'll give you the patent. I don't give a shit.
Bet.
Alright.
I'll keep the brooch.
If I find one weapon of mass destruction with my name on it, so help me, I'm gonna find that goddamn doll.
Oh, I definitely think
Well,
you
which
should still
one?
go after the doll.
There's 2 of them.
One's
gonna
a professional
find-
bodyguard, the other one's an artificer, apparently.
I'm gonna find them both. It's gonna be my quest of vengeance, I guess.
As goes him over
I
to
shot
you guys
myself
then,
in the
a nice
other
little
foot.
fire pit in the middle. Standard kind of like royal, well not royal, but camp. Just welcome.
Howdy.
Come.
Hopefully your meals and breakfast was delightful. As
Oh,
much
yes.
as we can provide.
They were delicious. There was, however, a mimic in my room, and we had a problem with that, but we handled it. Don't worry about it. But you might want to know there might be some spies in the camp.
Oh, we are well aware of that. That there is possibly spies. Which is one of the things we need to go over. Actually.
I'm not the most charismatic, but I'm really good about bashing skeletons. So. If you need help with that, I got you.
Unfortunately, due to your prior engagement, we cannot relinquish you of your prior duties to go do that.
He said duties.
So funny.
I'm just pulling up the map. Alright. We all seen this map before.
Hey, look at that.
Absolutely
So where are we at right now?
You guys, actually let me go ahead and see if I can, okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye. I miss you already.
Now, your family,
What is this, Olive Garden?
I'm in no obligation.
It's the Garden of Olives.
That'd be the worst.
I hate all those.
I hate gardens. So.
Oh, well.
You
I
hate
tried to pull it up,
gardens?
Unless it's a
but I
rocky
did not
garden.
want to.
What if it's a beer garden?
Lavender.
You have me at beard.
Beaver, I barely know her.
Well,
Hey! Sorry.
Oh, sweet. This is the image. Okay, so it's already up on stream. Love that. For you guys, though, I can edit, draw.
Oh my god, add an artistic touch.
I know, right? Get it?
Where are we?
Where are you?
So you guys are
I'm
about.
sorry.
Oh,
Hello?
I think you used too much ink.
there we go. So we're about right here. Not
Just past the bridge.
just past the bridge.
Camp just past the bridge,
Oh.
got
Is that the long ass bridge that we just crossed?
Yeah.
That we flew
Okay.
across.
it. You mean that we were teleported across?
That we fucking
But no, it
flew
wasn't
across?
teleport.
Yeah.
That we fucking turned into gas and.
I would love to have access to that spell, but I
Pretty
don't.
much.
We teleported.
I've never gotten this fast before in my life.
I know I had a zoomed in map of this, just because in case we ever got to
unprepared
this point.
DM is unprepared.
It was a prepared DM who apparently lost his maps.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I have so many subfolders of subfolders. I'm
Yeah, in Peter's defense, we weren't supposed to get across that bridge that fast.
Yeah.
True. I think we were supposed to die a little bit.
I mean,
Maybe one of y'all was supposed to die. You probably.
Me.
but
One of us.
Not me.
there is a.
I can never die.
So he will explain that there are, there are 4 actual kingdoms in this area. The Leonin and everything, we act as control. Through these, not barren wasteland, but through these plains. It is a hilly plain, but most of it is just open green land with small patches of like trees here and there, watering holes. I know it's not really on the map, but
Everything the light touches is yours.
but they usually get hired between the 4 kingdoms. I know I don't have the 4th one up here, but it's pretty much like over here.
Okay.
For everyone who's watching the stream, right above Gildas. The Teltan offers unique weapon and fishing. The Telnanans are coarse people, which offer herbs and whatnot. So they're kind of the middlemen of all trading. Until one day, both Gildas and the kingdom up above formed an alliance and purged the land of Leonin. Just was like, we're
Dicks.
tired of having a middleman. We can just do it ourselves. So there hasn't been actually much trading between the 4. Luckily, both Teltan and Telnanan have accepted the Leonin and Tabaxis as refugees. And some camps still remain. So they do get raided on time to time again. And they do fight back. But they don't have enough forces to actually march to reclaim the plain. But luckily, since Leander returned, it has gone a little differently. They have, with Leander's influences he's made, or alliances he made through Tolis and everything else, he has at least got some backing now.
This is gonna sound like a stupid political question, but why haven't they just set up shop in between Teltan and Teltan? Like either in that in between space or pretty much where your mouse is at, kind of like in that area where they're next to them and can help provide them assistance instead of like being traveling.
Both places won't leave the forest.
Well, I'm not saying for them to leave the forest, but it seems that there's a lot of plain lands for Elby wanted to at least set up shop. It's just it might be just a logistics thing, but for like just me as Bousta kind of wondering, just like not doing it out in character, like why just like obviously they got kicked out, but why are they just kind of just traveling back and forth, being like just these roaming guards rather than setting up shop and just creating a fucking line so that Talbot and Teltan, and if they're refugees of those areas are being supported by those areas, why do they don't just make a fucking wall right there and help support it that way?
He will go to explain it's just not in their nature to just be all tribes move. They will stay in one place for maybe a night or two, but other than that, they just wander.
Okay.
And wander.
It's a cultural thing.
Yeah, it is a cultural
Bousta, which makes sense. Bousta wouldn't understand their culture, so
Yeah.
it makes sense.
But he will say some of their people have actually decided to live in both locations and give up because they have either old people they need to take care of or young people that they can't risk being out in the open. Because most of these areas in this map, by the way, he does have this giant map out, so it's just no cover. It's just plains after plains, hills after hills, small foresty patch. There's really just no cover to hide. That's why they're constantly on the move.
That's fair. You can't set up a flank on somebody that's consistently moving.
They do believe that there was a traitor amongst them, but it has yet to be found.
I just fucking got here. I will fight
But luckily, their main forces will be next to this watering hole right here. But they are getting extremely restless because they want to quickly take back. But Leander had agreed to send 500 men to your guys' effort, and he'll explain more on why when we meet him. But before we do meet him, 3 of you need to be taken care of.
So when Seeker is with us, Leander is still kind of in between the tribes up there trying to settle that.
Yeah. He has made a little base next to that watering hole.
See, then that's exactly what I was wondering. So they have done it. It's a little bit of both.
They don't like it though. That's the thing. It's not. They're very restless. There's a lot of infighting.
Something that Leander set up after being an adventurer for a while and knowing the need for that, but he's probably having a hard time holding it together.
Correct. His wards.
It's a culture shock for the people that aren't used to that kind of aesthetic.
Right. The 2 wards he had under him were holding as much as tribes together, but you have a bunch of different tribes trying to assume power. So that's why Leander will explain why he left.
Yeah.
But since we have him back, at least the tribes are at ease, but there's only so much he can calm them down until they want full-blown revenge. But like I said, there are 3 of you who we need to slightly deal with at the current moment.
Deal with?
Either cure yourselves. What is the proper way to...
Therapy.
In a way.
Oh, okay. It's like, I'm sitting here like we all had a long rest. Who's hurt? Sitting here thinking like, do we need lesser restoration, greater restoration?
More so, we were informed recently that one of you carries the sin of gluttony. Which...
The whole group just like I like to imagine the whole group kind of like doesn't look at the tiefling.
Bousta 100% looks at the tiefling. Bousta does not care. This bitch has smelled like lavender for a week and a half. I will out her the second someone gives me a reason.
Really, and this because in his dealings with the sins, he will either A, like you to remain here, or B, be purified of your sin.
What do I have to do to be purified?
way to put this, drink something that can possibly kill you.
What are the chances of it killing me?
Depending on if the demon takes over you or not.
I'm gonna take over another demon.
Beryl takes a moment to kind of look over at Talbot like this again.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
There was no magic potion the first time we did this.
Typhon brought us a device to help. The potion is our doing, but since you have another living thing in you, it is to help cure and extract it. But if it's tied into you too deeply, from what we are told, it can also kill you.
I also don't know if I can get rid of it, or we lose the men.
Well, how did you get them in?
Made a deal. Saying I would carry this in.
Okay. Have you carried this in?
Yes.
I've seen your deal's been upheld,
Okay, alright.
but
Oh yeah, you just accepted it too. All right, yeah, I guess you're right.
I mean, that is it.
Technicality.
Yeah, it's a technicality. You carry this in, we have the men. You never said that you had to carry it indefinitely. You never said you had to carry it for X amount of time.
he did.
Yo,
I mean,
yeah,
He
he
did.
did.
1 year.
I gotta stay here.
But with Talbot and Barrow's help, we can trick the gluttony sin.
Is there a possibility that we could put the sin in a holding device
That
once
is
it's been extracted?
what Typhon brought us.
So technically we could remove the sin from you, but as long as you held onto the device, you're still holding the sin.
I'm willing to try it.
I would like for another friend of mine not to be destroyed by a sin, to be perfectly honest.
But keep in mind, this once the sin is out, it will try to influence you in your decisions. It is up to you to ignore.
Alright.
Oh, she's gonna have a cursed object.
That
She
if
is
you
a curse out.
guys would like some time to discuss it, I will. You are more than welcome to discuss it once it's
Alright,
done.
let's discuss it a little bit.
Okay.
Let's ignore
Everyone
this.
in the tent will step out except for you guys.
Let's,
Oh, it's just Beryl's just like with the temples and like the fucking hell. We've already done this shit. What?
If I feel like it'd be better if I just try and take it out.
I will tell you in the long run, it'll behoove us to get it out of you sooner rather than later, because we wait for it to take over. Oh my gosh, so much work.
Yeah.
Is that what happened with Iris? When
Yes.
the two of her?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
So much
That-
work.
I'm fine. I mean,
So was she.
here's the thing, it might kill me.
Well, if you let it get to the point that Iris is dead, you're definitely probably gonna die.
Well, but also, if you're going to get to the brink of that, how do I put this respectfully? Oh yeah, and I point at Beryl, who is our fucking cleric.
Of course, also, you had to hope that I bought a diamond sometime when I wasn't with you guys, because in order to do Revivify, I gotta have that.
Oh, you mean like this one?
Technically, you do have a diamond.
I know I do. I know
You
I
have a
do.
ring.
Huh?
You have a wedding ring.
You bitch.
No, actually, I bought diamonds with the money
I
you
guess
gave
you
me.
have I guess you have 2 diamonds.
The group doesn't know this, but when you told me I could come back, you told me I had so much money, so I bought it.
Good.
I am okay with trying to remove it. If I die, so be it.
Also, you came up with this engagement, but anyone engaged to Beryl would not give her something so simple as a diamond.
Whatever you want then. You have whatever you want with that.
It's a ring pop.
It's a rock.
Let me tell you.
It's tanzanite.
I would have demanded a stone nobody'd ever
What?
heard of.
Okay, then that's what you have.
Whatever it was, it would have been rock hard.
Exactly.
Hey.
Yes. Yes. Indestructible.
Funny words come out of the screen.
Good joke.
Anyways, yes, I have diamonds, but yes, no, totally a thing.
You know what?
But I will let you know, Bousta, just from personal experience, usually when you're dealing with the demon, you have to put her in a cage that is magic eliminating, and therefore Revivify would not work. That is a thing. That is a thing we had to do. We had to put Iris in a cage that defied all magic, and everything I did to heal her Nothing.
Well, you can still heal her after the fact if we get her out of there. Just thinking logistics. I think.
Like, I'm 100% right here for you, Thereus, but just let me know that the thing had to happen.
From coming in at the end of Iris' whole thing, if I would assume Iris had this sin in her for a lot longer than Thereus has had this sin in her. Because you've had it for what, like a month now? Not even? Something like that?
About a month, yeah.
Like, it is definitely, like, comparatively to other sins, I don't think it is taking that much of a hold. You don't seem to be that gluttonous. You just seem to be an asshole. I'm not trying to be a dick. Respectfully.
You know what we said? Sometimes you are smart.
Thank you.
Yes, Talbot?
Also, to keep in mind, we're dealing with gluttony. We're not exactly sure the power that it can manifest and the control it has. We're talking about something that is unproven theoretics, something that is being experimented with that no one's really had time to decipher and to really do clinical studies with.
Yeah. All right, you know what?
So who knows? Who knows what kind of holding or strength that it can have against the soul?
Take a sit out.
Are you saying that you're trying to do clinical studies, or are you
Say
just more pointing out an observation?
Nope. I'm gonna keep that one right
I'm just-
inside.
I'm just saying, let's not be presumptuous and say that even though it's been in our friend for such a short time that it could be easier. It could, but it also could not.
That's fair.
I mean, I'm still looking to try it. Why not?
The worst thing that happens is she dies, right? It's a travesty.
Bousta will be so happy and drink himself silly, celebrating.
This is, I know for all intents and purposes this is a war band, but the Leonins are the middle persons between the trading routes.
They were, yes.
They were. So they don't really do that anymore at all?
Not since they've been doing
Not even
it
between the
now.
two cities that are helping
Not
them?
since the incident.
Okay, I remember.
They both don't leave the force.
Okay.
So that's what the Leonin was for.
Okay.
But they're too afraid that if they start that back up, that
They'll
they're
get
gonna
attacked.
again.
Okay. I was gonna try a risk it for the biscuit on finding an item, but if they're not really trading anymore, it's not
Guys
really
in
gonna.
the East were like,
Even
"No,
being here
fucking
right now is a
blind
risk."
people, we don't
Yeah.
want to trade with you.
That's fine.
You just explained. Sorry.
I had a magic item. And I was gonna be like, if we could find one of these, this would be really helpful. But it's fine. It's fine. They're not really trading, so it wouldn't be
Congratulations.
a thing. All right. Well, I would like. I mean, if you said you're okay with performing this little ritual thing or whatever, but as a precaution, and Talbot, you can tell me if you think this is maybe a good or a bad idea. I'd like to, anyone we bring into this, Leonin-wise, wouldn't mind having a bit of a zone of truth moment with them, just to make sure that their intentions are
Sure.
what they say they are.
Fair.
Zone of truth, if you will.
To be fair, they could have killed us by now.
They really could have, but if they're really looking to get her thing and they need her to cooperate, the easiest thing would be to keep us alive until they have it.
Also true.
They could also have just killed us and then forced it out of her anyway.
Considering Gangreth was there at the meeting point, I highly doubt that there's ill intention, but I'm not advising against caution. I'm just saying I highly doubt that there is a need for it. Not to say that you're not justified in your opinions and it is always good to be safe, because we have been fucked over a couple times already. Just saying that considering one of our literal own has secured this deal, I don't see as much of a need for it.
Our literal own allowed us to travel with someone who wasn't him without telling us.
We're still here, the deal got made.
I don't like
We
it.
have the support, and I understand that. I truly understand.
I don't understand why no one thinks they can tell us what's going on. Why does anyone? They want our help. They need our help. They won't tell us how to do it.
Yeah.
They always want to just lead us there.
I feel like that's a problem.
Because
with
we're really
gods,
good
not
at
the
stumbling
problem
our way
of-
through problems.
It's like they're treating us like we're idiots.
We kind of are. I mean, look at our track record. As good as it is, it's luck.
No one's going to be able to do anything if they don't tell us what it is, though. Like, if you expect someone not to be an idiot, give them all the information. If I'm not given the information, I kind of have to be an idiot.
We've done pretty good so far with not all the information.
To be honest, I'm still working with very limited information. Here I am.
Beryl's been outvoted. She's not.
You know I have like really good hearing, right? Like I'm not a
I'm just waiting for you guys to summon them back in. So this is all you guys are now.
But we're just
I
talking
will
about
do
the
whatever the
kids.
group feels is necessary. I don't care.
Do we want to set up a zone of truth before?
If y'all don't feel the need to do it, I'm not going to push it.
What will
It's-
it cost us to do it?
A spell
A
slot.
spell slot.
Oh, then
Literally
fine.
just a spell slot.
I'm not saying we don't tell them. I just, you know.
Bousta trusts them, but understands like why you're being cautious and isn't against it. He just doesn't like he as a person just doesn't foresee the need for it, but understands if you want to. Like he's not gonna oppose it. He just simply doesn't see the need, but understands that you see it that way. That is all he's saying.
Talbot can't see me when I look at her. I keep looking at the screen like Talbot's going to respond, and I realize he can't see me. Unless he can see me, I don't know. Is there a thing on
He's
Discord?
on Discord, yeah.
Yeah, you froze.
Yeah, but the Discord thing doesn't show me.
No, he's not Discord if he's on
Sorry.
Twitch.
Technical difficulties.
That's why I just keep looking at it like it's going to make a difference.
Like if you feel the need for it, it's not a wrong opinion to just cover our bases.
It's not. I agree. You know what? I'm with you, Beryl. Let's do it.
I don't see a need for it, but I understand if you do, and I will support you in your decision.
This is very, to me, this is, your life we're putting on the line, and before I take magical objects from someone who says this is a thing it should do,
It's fair. I agree. I mean,
it doesn't hurt if I just ask everyone in the room if they're okay if I do this and just be like, do you say who you say you are?
Alright, so you want me to call him back in? Are we
Yeah.
doing this?
Yeah, we're doing this, I
I
think.
consent.
Alright. I poke my head out of the tent. We have one condition.
By all means.
You let us set up a zone of truth and ask a couple of questions before the ritual.
Okay. But I'll be the only one re-entering the tent then. You don't need to question my men or anything. It's that everything goes through me. I have final say in everything.
Well, anyone who's
I
involved with
poke
the
my
ritual.
head back in. He says he's coming in alone.
As long as
Alright.
he's the only one involved in the ritual.
In that case, let me go get my shaman. Sorry, I just assumed you would think I had a shaman. I'm sorry. Alright, me and the shaman.
All right.
you got this, Beryl.
So I'm just gonna, when they come in, I'm just gonna be like, look, it's not that I think it's not that I think you're terrible and I don't think you're trying to hurt us. It's just that I want to be cautious. It's my friend's life. And I feel safer.
We've had a lot of
It's-
fuck shit happen to
it's-
us in the past couple of months, and honestly, we're all kind of on edge.
It's perfectly fine. We aren't in a boat, so we can't really tip you over. But,
I can.
yes. We are more than happy to answer any questions that doesn't reveal any of our secrets.
I wouldn't ask you to reveal anything outside of just what the ceremony contains.
Sounds good to us?
All right. Are they going to voluntarily fail, or do we
Yes.
want to be okay?
No voluntary fail.
All right. So, first things first. What are your names?
The first
Corey
one will
Tory.
answer with his name.
Boosted.
That's the second one. Roll me D10.
D10.
This one will be a female.
7.
It is 10, 9, 8. Dilretha. Then, this last name fits really perfectly. Great Dreamer.
Okay.
The Ratha.
a great last name.
Yeah.
Doretha Dream.
Great.
That's what I said. Dream Dreamer.
Dream.
Dream. Go to sleep,
Dream,
fucker.
Dream.
All right. Do you bear us any ill will?
Yes.
No? Question mark?
Just kind of look at Bousta. We're gonna talk about that later.
Let me rephrase it. Just this one.
I bite my
We're gonna talk about that
This
later.
One like lavender for a
I-
week and a
we have
half.
no
Honestly, I
reason
just want
to,
to punch her in the face.
uh,
Just
I bite my
Ill
lip
will
and
towards
I
you.
start bleeding.
Will these items help us remove the sin of gluttony?
As long as everything goes well and what we've been told, yes.
Do you have any plans for the sin of gluttony once it's been removed?
No. We do not have any plans here.
You will allow us to keep it with us?
If you see that it is safer with you, yes.
Talbot, I'm satisfied. And anybody else want to ask anything while we're here that does not pertain to anything outside of the ceremony?
What happens if I die?
We will ask your
And-
cleric to smite your body with everything holy.
And the sin?
What's the sin? And your paladin. Because if you are to die, your body gets fully taken over by a full-fledged demon.
Okay.
And I do not wish to risk the lives of my men.
And neither do we. We've been there, done that.
Speaking of our paladin, what were the context of the arrangement that caused you all to be here? I'm excited that you guys are here and you have that support, but I'm curious what that arrangement pray tell.
As you may know, that Leander was part of the original group here. Since, from my knowledge and what I've been told, things went sideways dramatically. So Eugene sent out word to specific people and to make sure that you guys were aided if you forgot something. We had a representative in Tolus who, once they realized that you guys were there, spoke to Gangreth, since he is somewhat of from at least a noble standing or a society. That unfortunately, since you guys forgot to make really any allies in there or secure any troops, he spoke on your party's behalf to the council. And not I did, but the representative did as well. And the deal was that we would open up all trade routes to those who wish to further expand their trade network, which has never been done from our part to Tolus's. Which I do not know how much security was. I have not been told that. Neither has Gangreth. It has been discussed and is still being discussed. I told I will get word, or Leander will get word on if the proposition is a success or not.
Tolus, I wasn't here for this, but Tolus was the city with the big bubble, right?
Yeah.
Didn't me and Gangreth spend 5,000 of my gold to hire people before the battle?
Probably.
I definitely remember doing that with him.
You did.
Yeah.
You did. You did.
He's like, you didn't get any people. I'm like, I definitely paid 5,000 gold for people.
What you did is
Anyway,
paid
moving on.
5,000 gold.
It's okay.
to have people put
I
up
was gone
there.
after that session, so like if they didn't do what they wanted to do, they just took my money and ran.
So that's just.
I'm so uncomfortable with the way you eat string cheese, Travis. Holy shit.
Keep doing it.
I hate it. I am so uncomfy.
So,
It is so I can't.
but you are.
It is so uncomfortable. I wanna go home.
No, I can't.
Wait, Dom, what are you getting on about?
I'm so uncomfortable with the way that you eat string cheese just whole. It's so alarming.
I love it, Travis. Keep going.
It's unnatural. It's like biting into a Kit Kat. Bro, just break it off.
Dude, Kit Kat's my favorite candy.
God, I say
It's too easy.
Wait, are you telling me that you still like string cheese?
Lol, it's string cheese. It's the point of it being called string cheese.
I mean, like, if I have the time and the inclination to do it, I will. But if I'm at work, I get a 15-minute break. I just eat it.
Yeah.
But we're sitting playing D&D. We've got nothing but time. This man just ate a whole string cheese whole with one
Like a
bite.
champ. Like a fucking champ.
Do it again!
Yeah, do it again!
I want to go home.
Hey, he's got a whole bag of them!
Who said they could come save him? You can't.
I'm leaving. It's a 9.
You're unallowed to leave.
Plus,
What are
you're
you
like
talking
10,
about?
Colin.
Plus 8, 17.
You pass save.
Of throwing up from watching him eat string cheese on it.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
I'm loving this parade of snacks.
I
What does
know.
it say?
The point is, I don't have time to do string cheese.
You have time!
I have to eat.
You have time to eat string cheese. You have
Anyways.
nothing but time.
Do you have any more questions for us?
Yo, why does she eat string cheese like that?
Final question, and
I was gonna go
just
to the
for my
bathroom right
own
now in
peace
the
of
kitchen.
mind,
Yeah, sure.
are you a mimic?
Sorry, that was just a funny question.
Guys,
Oh,
Funny
hello.
answer.
oh, daddy!
Oh gosh,
That's my
y'all are
one.
all making me want to knock something.
I love the fact that they saw you go under the table and pop up.
Listen, I'm a big guy.
See what you started?
I got big guy
No, we are not doing this.
Five, life, energy.
But I thought
Who
only-
said that? The captain or the shaman?
The captain. I thought only mimics could mimic objects.
Oh, I've seen mimic. You watched a mimic come into the camp.
No, I didn't.
You did. He looked just like Gangreth.
Damn.
Oh, that's what it's called?
Yeah.
We should have been calling it an MD.
Indeed.
Mimic doppelganger.
Okay.
But did it go by mimics?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we didn't know that. We should have been calling it an MD.
Okay.
Oh, we called it MD when we referred to it.
Then just I turned to the shaman.
But
Your captain's not a mimic.
no, he's my husband.
Are you a mimic?
No,
Okay.
Wait, you guys are married? You guys don't have the same last name?
correct. We're from different tribes.
This is the modern era. Women
What?
don't have to take the man's last name.
I'm just saying, maybe he could have taken her last name. I'm not judging red gender roles. I'm just trying to
We're married by bond, and that's it.
Okay.
And duty, not by love.
Yeah, I'm still trying to understand cultures. So it's.
He's a little insensitive.
I'm not from here. Fuck off.
It is fine. Any children that we produce will go into one or two categories. Oh, sorry, 3 categories. Either warrior, herbalist or builder, we're the same thing, or shaman. Shaman doesn't have any political sway or rights. We're just for the tribe.
Just kind of fucked, but alright.
Well, we are one with nature. When it comes to really any nature decisions or healing, that I guess you can say that's when we have.
Beryl kind of sits back a little bit and thinks about like why Leander would have left. It had to be one of those 3 things. Like, and obviously he fell into like fighter category, but like, gee, wonder why you didn't want to stay.
Well, Leander, from my knowledge, I only met him a few times. He was young, he wanted to see the world, but he does want things to change and how we do things since he has now a broader horizon than when he lived here. But since we're at war, it's best bet just to keep the structure the way it is for now.
I mean, I'm not putting my 2 cents into your
No,
thing. That's your
we
thing.
take
I
no
mean,
offense to it.
so long as children who don't want to fit the mold are allowed to leave, you know, whatever.
Oh yeah, no.
Well, I'm gonna let Leander deal with that. I don't want to ruffle no feathers.
No, by all means.
Nope, not gonna do it. Let's just
What
move
about
on
my
with the
feathers?
ritual. I'm not gonna. You weren't paying attention, were you? There was something with the
That's
children, and it's not really great. But we're gonna let that work itself out for itself. I'm not.
All
I'm
right.
But
That's for
I'll
after
be
the
back to watch out for those kids. I don't know. I wasn't here.
But that is what would you like to discuss since you could still have that zone of truth up? The next thing between Talbot and Bousta?
Next thing between.
I
Oh,
did say we have to carry you through.
I mean,
Might as well let me have it. What's going on?
yeah, for sure.
The shaman will speak. During the night, I sense great evil that you both are carrying on you.
Yeah, it's called depression.
You sure it wasn't the
Great
dolls?
evil from a great evil god.
Yeah, it's called depression.
Bousta.
Which I isolated to a small item on your person that we will like to cleanse it before you bring it into our main camp.
An action.
I do not know what it is.
I'm gonna go over the top.
If you'd like to tell me what it is,
No
I
more
can
free shows for you.
better explain or come up with a solution to
I am not a piece of meat.
Peter, clarification.
I know. Thanks for removing my drink. Because I totally forgot about it. Sorry.
I currently have as an attuned magic item amulet of proof against detection and location, which protects me from divination magic.
Ooh.
correct.
So she wouldn't have been able to sense the evil on him.
It's her, not her stuff.
Oh, right, but she's wearing the protection amulet. You keep.
Correct. So
getting
no
over
one
it.
can spy on her, but if someone does a broad horizon of a spell to detect what's in the area of evil,
It wouldn't mask the evil of her.
I
Of
wouldn't
being
think
it
so.
on her.
Because it's only detecting on her. No one can. Right? Am I getting that right? The spell.
What does the item
Well,
description say?
Well. Let's look at. I was about to say. Let's look at the item.
Yeah.
While wearing this amulet, you're hidden from divination magic. I can't be targeted by such magic or perceived through magical scrying sensors. Okay, so they would have been able to see through it.
You wouldn't be able to see you per se, but your cursed item, yes.
It's detect magic, essentially, but for...
It's detect evil,
Okay.
but it's less of a
Divination.
Yeah, it's less of a scrying,
Okay.
but it's more of a
Yeah.
scrying on the evil itself.
It's like, oh shit, I
Okay.
got the willies
Okay.
now.
Yeah.
Okay,
The heebie-jeebies,
that makes
if you will.
that makes sense.
Yeah, no, but
That makes-
that's how I thought of it, but I'm glad you clarified that up with what it actually does.
'Cause now we know.
Yeah. Okay. So, with that, Talbot will go. I'm not entirely sure what item it may be. Do you have a means
I immediately
of
take
finding out right now so that we can discern what item it is?
If I may, I would love to, but I didn't want to pry too much on you guys while you were in your own tents. So I only did a quick scan. But if you will let me, I would love to scan and isolate it.
I immediately take off the ring very begrudgingly, like clutch it very tightly in my fist, and then open it up so she can inspect it.
Everyone, let's just back up a little bit. I'm not exactly sure the range of what they're about to do, so let's try and give some space
Yeah.
so that the magic doesn't permeate on persons that don't want it to be permeated on.
She'll bring over a little crystal hanging from a chain and like spin it over it. Speaking, does anyone speak Leonin? Just off the off
If
chance.
I hear enough of it, I can mimic it.
I mean, once you're traveling, you will be able to mimic it.
Mm-hmm.
How's that
Um,
this?
I do, actually.
Okay,
I picked it up because me and Core had that thing.
that's fine.
Pick up what language?
Leonin.
No,
Okay.
no, I don't know it.
It's just a basic incantation spell. It's just kind of like detecting, feeling, kind of to what you would do with your rocks,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just through like a little crystal instead.
Gotcha.
That's it. That's all. So she chants that over your ring. A couple seconds go by, the ring goes, not the ring, the little crystal goes black and then shatters. And those- so there it is.
Yeah, I couldn't have told you that much.
We are still in the zone of truth and we do not want to pry too much. Talbot, if you would like to, do you have one as well? Is it the same?
I do. Allow me a moment to identify
No
this.
problem.
I'm going to pull out uh, things from my bag and kind of lay it out like a little blanket, and I start to um, scratch into the blanket using the wand, magical glyphs, and then I take the time to cast Identify as a ritual spell. Um,
Okay.
so I'm going on the premise that I'm assuming that it is magical in nature.
Alright.
Otherwise, it would not have such
Yeah.
effects.
I love it when you guys do ritual stuff with things. I love it. As you cast, as the 10 minutes go by, because it takes 10 minutes to cast, right?
10 minutes and 6 seconds.
Right?
No, Zone of Truth is gone.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
At 10 minutes,
sorry,
it's gone.
that's not true. That's not true. 11 minutes.
Ah! Foot table! I would like to.
10 minutes plus the casting time.
So about 6 minutes in to you casting this, and everyone can see it. It's not anything in it. A cloak form takes place right in front of you. You guys who were there all knows it is Talbot's son.
Can I physically grab this creature?
You can try.
I would like to grab it by the cloak.
His hands just go right through it. And Talbot will hear, Mother,
I'm busy.
stop what you're doing before I have to kill you. You know not to identify evil things with Cthulhu, so why are you being so reckless?
I continue to ignore.
Mother.
Can we hear this? We can see him. We
Everyone
can...
can hear it. Mother, please.
He was evil, right? He was possessed.
I feel more determined to keep going because of the resistance I'm getting.
Okay.
Makes it feel like this is something I shouldn't peer into, but now I have to peer.
Okay.
I have to peer into this.
Okay. As 3 more minutes goes by, so at the 9-minute mark, he pulls out his wand, and it lights with that arcane power. He goes, please, Mother, I'll give you 1 more minute before I fire.
I step in between them.
He looks at you. JT, you cannot block this shot.
I don't care.
I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on Talbot.
Okay.
In the Vedalken, I will say, you can't hurt something that is already broken.
You never met him then. You never met no one who's...
Bitch, I'm right here.
Oh yeah, I forgot you can speak it.
Like in Battlefield.
I forgot you can speak it.
In fucking Battlefield. I'm like, bitch, I'm right here.
Not you, Uncle Bousta. But you've met him, you know the presence. You know what? You know I can't stop this attack whether I want to or not.
I continue to just push him out as much as I can to focus on the
Right.
on identifying this thing.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
I grab one of the potions out my bag and grab one of those like very comically like crazy straws.
Because
I'm just ready
because-
to just like
Pour it.
pop it for her.
Before I roll, I'm just double checking to see if I also roll a d4. I know I get advantage on these for being Vedalken.
Correct.
I'm just double checking to see if the stuff from my background, which I don't think it does.
Would you like to know
Okay.
the DC before you roll?
No,
Okay.
I don't want to
Okay.
know.
You got this, buddy.
We're looking at a natural 19 plus 8 it's going to be 27, but then I am also going to take. I'm going to expend a reaction tactical wit to add a +4. Or no, not tactical wit. I'm sorry. Arcane deflection to add 4 to my saving throw, making it a 31.
Woo, baby!
DC was 21.
Damn! Damn,
Okay.
son, where'd you
So he goes, so as you guys are in this, he just rips off that fire after the minute. So you had the 10-minute mark, and it just straight goes like at you, but with that save, you're just able to concentrate that Vedokin energy of yours and kind of just deflect it off and everything. And the little surprised look goes into his face, and he goes, "They'll say I didn't warn you." And it fades. Well, he fades. All right, Talbot.
I place my hand gently on Talbot's back as she's finishing the ritual.
Where's your AC?
AC,
Yeah.
22.
Does a 22 hit you?
22 matches.
What's the damage on your Warhammer again?
Right now it's 1d8.
28?
Because it's not activated right now with the fire.
That's fair. 9 damage.
Okay.
So as you do that, actually, 9 damage, and then go ahead and make me a strength saving throw.
Would Bousta have been able to touch her since I had the Shield of Faith on her? Because the Shield of Faith is a shimmering field appears and surrounds a creature of your choice within range.
And does it only prevent attacks, or just...
Doesn't say.
I'll give it to... I'll ask Talbot. Talbot, would you be okay with Bousta touching your shoulder? Or would you... what are you focused on right now? I'm assuming you're focused on the ritual, right?
This is a ritual cast.
So I guess for you then, you will see Bousta go and touch. Are you?
I mean, I didn't drop the spell. I had the spell up because I thought maybe he might have a physical attack.
Yeah.
So the spell hasn't dropped because it lasts for 10 minutes.
So after you saw that, or was disappearing, would you drop it or keep it up?
After the attack and
Well, if he disappeared, I guess I would have dropped it.
Okay.
26 on the next hit.
Oh, yeah. 21, same thing.
Yeah. I'm a strong boy.
Yeah. As you know, she's about to finish it. You just see your daughter right in front of you, just gut check you with that hammer. You know.
I just
wish you would have activated it. It would have been so much more fun. Hello, Father.
long time no see.
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, just a few days.
That's why I left it. I have a feeling I'll see you soon.
Yeah. Most likely.
Oh, one thing before I go really quick. You're a shitty alcoholic.
Now that's just fucking disrespectful.
But
Is
true.
he bad at being an alcoholic or a bad alcoholic?
Yeah, up to you. However you want to take that.
But
Either way, it's disrespectful. And I did not raise that woman to be that way. Respectfully.
You don't even know how you raise that
So
woman.
your
Fuck off, both of you.
goes off. Talbot. At this point, go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw. Yeah.
Me? So has it been approximately 6 seconds?
Yeah, the full spell goes off.
Okay, cool. So I have a reaction if I choose to use
Oh,
it.
okay, go for it.
No,
He's asking you.
asking.
I will give it to you. Yes.
Okay. You say wisdom saving
Yes,
throw?
please.
I say I have advantage on those because I am
They
Vedokin.
have advantage on a lot of things.
Welkins fucking broken.
Okay.
Makes you want to do a Vedokin fighter.
Yeah.
It's just like 4
So-
advantage saves, so 4 really good saves.
So 10 plus 6, 16. One moment while I look up.
Had advantage and he started with a 10. That's terrible.
Well, I mean, it happens though.
It does. My dice have hated me too.
I was hoping he got that on the last one.
Yeah.
it's just this.
16. And okay, so I can't do that. So I will expend a reaction to do arcane deflection to add 4 to it for a total of 20.
Good enough. DC was 20.
Oh! Let's go!
Alright, so the identify goes off, and what happens is normally if you would have failed, this would just happen to you, but everyone's going to be able to see this. Your Irene is casting an image of your son, and will answer any other questions off of the identify.
What does the ring do?
It's a containment for souls to be brought back to Cthulhu. Now, to want to be very clear on this, if you want very detailed answers, you would have to ask. Any question like that, I would just give you a broad answer.
No, yeah. What is the process for souls being contained in the ring?
It is connected. It's bound by magic, life magic, to the holder and to the wielder. Once the wielder falls, all of magic that was given by Cthulhu, and any individual powers of magic that the wielder had, goes into the ring upon death.
So if Talbot dies wearing that ring, all of her magic goes into the.
In a sense, you can assume that. But everyone can hear this. It is speaking in common.
So don't make me cast tongues. I have access to that.
Sorry, I'm writing this information now. Okay. How do these souls come into? How do these souls transport into Cthulhu's power?
Once the rings are brought to a designated location, they will just return to Cthulhu's realm.
Where is the designated location?
Did you ask that question? Are your hand still on Talbot? Same thing. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Well,
He's not smart.
No, he's just not wise.
5. Awesome. Your Irene would do the same thing, but no one else sees it. It's just being in the form of your daughter. But Talbot will see it. Just no one else.
Yeah, sure.
But to answer your question of where is the designated location, your daughter with a designated former location was Bousta's gift, looking for new destination.
You mean my current gift?
Was your gift,
Um,
your former gift.
Okay, so that. Sorry, this is a very complicated situation.
Yeah, it is.
Where is the designated place where the souls of this ring can enter Cthulhu's realm?
Current designation is unknown, looking for a replacement. Default, if replacement is not found, would be the islands.
I'm sorry, Peter. Can you say that again for me?
Current location is yet to be found. If not found, it will default to the islands where Tiamat and Cthulhu are located.
Maybe.
The,
What are you
the
doing in this
four
swamp?
What's that?
Nothing.
You're messing with a shot filter. There's no shit.
Does it involve a ritual for the souls to enter Cthulhu's realm?
It does not, but depending on a ritual, it can be. Ritual is not a necessity.
How long does it take to activate the ring for the souls to enter Cthulhu's realm?
Almost immediately. If I'm understanding that question.
Yeah, I'm basically asking if it's an action, if it's 1 minute.
Pretty much, if the realm is open, they go straight into it. Like,
Instantaneous.
yeah, instantaneous. I guess you would have a reaction time frame, and if we break it down to D&D, it's like a one reaction, and that's it. To whether to stop the rings from going in or not. So less than 6 seconds.
Okay, so it's a reaction. Okay.
If we break it down to D&D.
Yeah, that's out of game. That's what I'm trying to ascertain.
Okay.
Okay. Are there any other properties to this ring?
Let's see. It's trying to answer it in the best form it can. Yes, there are sub-functions of this ring.
What are the functions of the ring?
Manipulation.
I'm sorry?
Manipulation
Manipulation.
of whoever holds the ring. Soul stealing. If whoever holds the ring dies, their soul will be sucked into this ring with the current host.
Okay.
The use, if allowed, power of Cthulhu, depending on who wields it.
Okay.
And visions of pain and suffering.
Well, that would explain the vampires.
Okay.
So, manipulation of the holder, the visions, what else?
Soul stealing and borrowing of the ring's power if chooses to. If the wielder chooses to.
Also, nausea, upset stomach, and
Nausea.
diarrhea.
Hey, Pepto-Bismol.
No, there's no heartburn in this
The
one.
the manipulations.
No,
What do you
just
mean by
nausea,
that?
upset stomach, and diarrhea. Jeez. This isn't Pepto.
Manipulating spells
It's
that
not
are
a
being
Pepto ring.
used, slight influence to go do certain things.
The ring of Pepto.
Things that the wielder would not normally do.
Cures all stomach-related illnesses.
Sorry, Discord was a little bit muffled. I couldn't quite understand.
Slight manipulation of magic or mood swings, personality changes, decisions the holder may not normally make. Slight reduction on saving throws, ego boosting,
Okay.
reckless endangerment.
Okay. Does this require attunement?
Attunement would be 24 hours in wielder's possession.
Oh, shit.
It is unknown to wielder.
Too late.
It's like cursed object to me.
Attunement happens during night terrors.
Now, because the time that I got the ring to now has been a few days, do I recall the terrors of nightmares or anything like that? Did that occur?
Yes.
Okay.
I certainly have.
Yeah, you were very open about it.
Yeah.
Talbot was not.
Okay. Okay. Um, what is your name?
Clarification is needed.
Certain items have names, considering some of their intelligence. And some of them have been given a name by the person that created them, or they made one of their own.
Current name due to host is your son's name. Original name is a ring of past and present.
Ring of
Past and present.
passive.
Past and present.
Okay. What happens to the wearer of the ring if they attempt to remove it?
Clarification is needed. You currently are not wearing said ring, correct?
I'm sorry?
It said clarification needed. Said ring is not on you, correct?
I believe I put it on me.
Well, Bousta said he pulled his off.
Yeah, I took it off and held it out in front of me for the.
Yeah, okay, so you're.
Oh yeah, I took. Oh shit.
Yep, you have to take it
Oh,
off
Okay.
and lay it down and identify it.
Oh boy. All right, yeah. No, it makes.
That's,
Look,
Hey.
no, that's not good.
Cover the
You were
bases.
in the moment. That's why I was like, clarification is needed. Where is this ring now?
Yeah.
yeah. No, it's just like, oh doy. In Vettel again, I go, shit.
Yeah, if something survives, we're both fucked, but
I know that word. I can say shit in Vedelkin now.
You just move the.
No, this is the game.
I refuse to play.
You're a binder.
Okay. That satisfies the things I wanted to inquire about.
And Bousta. He says Bousta interesting. I'm going to assume he takes his hands off. Or do you have any questions you would like to ask your daughter? Or what is constraining your daughter?
Considering the vestiges of our children are trapped within these rings, if we attempt to purify the rings, what happens to your presences, your souls?
Complex question. Different scenarios can happen.
What possible scenarios are there?
The soul ceases to exist throughout all time and space. The essence of said soul would need to be bounded to a object to still live in time and space. Cthulhu can just immediately take soul and torment it for the rest of eternity, or soul will become haunted to the nearest living creature.
How can we bind the soul to another object?
Rachel has yet to be discovered.
Take my hand off. No further questions.
Okay. So only Bousta knows that part. Sorry, Bousta and Talbot knows that part.
I wonder what they were talking about.
What happened?
So you heard Bousta ask a question.
Yeah.
He got some type of response, and then his head, he
Right.
takes off his hand.
Okay. Well, I look to the shaman. It would appear that this ring is what it is. It's a cursed item. And Bousta yours is cursed as well.
So we have an idea on how to, per se, separate them. From the knowledge that was brought out loud, that was spoken in common between you and your ritual, we have an idea, but it is rarely tested upon. It only is in theory. So we do not know for sure if it's going to do work.
Your idea is?
I do not know the importance of these figures that have been shown.
Very fucking important.
Before I elaborate, I would like to know
He
the
says as he
importance of
pulls
these
up his
figures.
pants.
These are our children that have yet to be born.
And I'm not gonna ask too much into that, but is a bond of love there?
Yeah.
Thank you, Bousta. With that bond, we won't be able to save their souls. Is it mostly not within my power to save their souls, but we can transfer, in theory, their essence or their souls into a object that means a great deal to you both. So you won't be able to ever talk to them again, but their essence will be in whatever object for all eternity that you choose. So you will not meet them in heaven or hell or whatever God you believe in.
That's
but
right.
They
Or-
will,
or purgatory.
but they will at least be here.
And what happens if we don't?
Whatever the ring does to you is on you. This is just an option. We know it is experimental, and we believe with the earth and its guidance that we can save, or at least save you to the trouble of carrying this burden.
And I take it you will be heading this expedition.
With both your permission, I will gladly go over every detail with it. If unfortunately, it will be a lot difficult since we did plan on having core with you guys. But since you do have another, or actually two divine casters, it may at least open the chances of being more successful.
Two divine casters.
We have a paladin and a cleric.
Wait, who?
Gangreth and Beryl. Beryl's
Oh.
the cleric. Gangreth, surprisingly,
Yeah.
is a paladin.
Dang, how you gonna dunk on a man who can't defend himself right now?
To be fair,
I
you've been
know.
battling with these people for how long, Travis?
Don't answer that. Don't incriminate yourself. As
Apparently,
your
we
lawyer,
haven't been
don't answer that
traveling with
question.
Gangreth for a
I'm my
while.
lawyer.
I'm everyone's lawyer.
I don't like this.
Don't take my role.
Too bad.
A fucking shot.
Too bad. As your lawyer, don't answer that question.
I say do it.
This
And that's why you're not a good lawyer.
things
You're not a good
review
defense
would
attorney.
have to be done on the go.
Probably a really good defense attorney.
We
Probably.
cannot stay in one place for too long.
Probably would be.
In regards to the soul, once it is bound to an object, is there any way to establish some type of communication or anything like that?
If
As a soul that was bound to a rock.
Got you there.
that,
Yeah, that kind of
many
done did
questions.
happen.
Many questions there.
Yeah, that was a. I remember when you were in rock, I was there.
But if
I remember.
the bond is strong enough and in the right location, possibly. But I don't. This is still untraced territory for us.
Unpopular, we can say.
I have heard
Which one is it
rumors
now?
before, though, of a ring of mind shielding where someone could store a
Your
soul.
roommates too?
in a ring.
But can the still a soul attached
I'm
with
sorry.
pretty much
I deserve it.
Huh?
Hope that hurt.
Well, normally it's, I'm
Not
assuming
physically,
that
but
will take just
emotionally.
a noble soul. But if a soul has
Spiritually.
stuff on it, does it take the stuff as well?
I'm not sure about that because I don't know much about ranked. I only heard rumors.
Yeah, no,
But this is
I'm
all-
just asking. I'm asking this.
I'm being honest. I've heard rumors about a ring being hold.
You can try that if you do not want to risk the method that I have presented.
I was just offering that as a way to communicate since Bousta really wants to do that.
But I suggest that if you agree to it and you pick an object that is something that you yourself is extremely bonded to, whether it be armor, weapon, headband, a gold coin, whatever it may be.
Without saying,
I'll do
without saying a word, next to the ring that I kind of have out, very Thor-esque, set the hammer down.
Didn't you just have things jump into that?
When you say that, all three hop out.
Yeah, maybe not that.
Yeah, we're not gonna share your hammer. It's overcrowded as it is. Hickory dickory dock out. Hey, Bousta. They all shake your hand.
I shake him back. If you want to stick around, you're more than welcome to. It was just weird, the thought in my head. There's just a lot going on now. My hammer does mean a lot to me. If you guys want to stick around somewhere else, you guys are more than welcome to. I've got armor, got a shield, I've got another ring, got a headband, I've got a couple things.
Headband, you say?
Because I still have the circlet of a few of perfection, it's just not a tube anymore. Just because I don't have any tune slots for it.
We'll keep you company for a little bit. But we'll be stretching our legs a little bit, and then we'll go back in whatever we choose.
Okay. Well, you're always more than welcome, whether it's here or later down the line. So
Hickory dickory dock, gotta get some food.
Oh, gosh, really?
Yeah, they leave.
That.
good seeing ya.
And
This is your weird.
Yeah, they are.
and Talbot doesn't even hesitate. She goes into the robe and just absent-mindedly just pulls out the wand.
So the question would be, what do you want to deal with first? The sin? Or you guys'?
The sin.
Let's do this.
Send first, yeah.
The
The
anticipation is
sin you
killing
can do
me.
here, and once the sin is extracted, Sirius might be out for a couple of
There's a
days.
whole tornado.
Just a recovery, but hopefully just in time to have you guys be not, I guess, peered, but at least have your things done.
I'm gonna take this time to grab some loose cloth in my bag, and I'm gonna take the ring and I'm gonna fold it into it, and then put it on the inside of my robe, so that I'm not wearing it, but it's still in my possession.
Alright. So we'll go over what to do with Theris. The druid is still talking at this point. Typhon has brought us a cage, similar to the one he used with Iris. If the cage breaks, your sin will start to eat every magical essence around. So our magic users will be drained relatively quickly. If that is the case, we do not know if you will get your magic back at all. We're hoping that cage and you stay together. It will be beneficial if I do have assistance from my side to arcane, no, not arcane, to divine and key essence. That should help extract.
What is key essence?
That's me.
That is KT.
I'm the key.
Key, K-I, okay.
Yeah.
Not that quill.
Never mind.
Oh, you sound like.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
I was about to say arrow as well, but
So?
The only reason I don't ask
Give you
for
the
arcane
quill?
is since you have a curse item on you, we do not want.
Oh, shit, I was gonna help you
So we do ask
regardless.
that you two remain as far away as possible.
Got it.
We do not want the sin to try to attach itself to your cursed items. If it does, it would be a lot harder to extract the sin in your weapons or like weapons, your rings.
Are you to do the ritual here?
We will do it here. We
In
ask
the
that you
middle
guys.
of camp?
Actually, right in this tent.
You don't want to take us to a place farther away from your people on the off chance that the demon gets out.
My people at this time have been packing up camp.
Oh, alright. By all
We're ready
means.
to fucking go.
What would you say is a safe distance? 120 feet?
We would ask that you just follow them, then we will catch up. We do not want you anywhere near this because the risk does not outweigh.
Excuse me.
I pick up my hammer over the shoulder and just start walking out. Hi ho, it's off to work.
If you would like to say something too serious before we start, you're more than welcome to.
Yep. And I'm going to approach Thereus and just kind of look her in the eye and go, "It's no big deal. You'll be just fine.
Are you not?
And if you tell anybody that I say this, I will hurt you. I have a reputation to maintain."
I walk up behind you and in Vidalkin. Both of you do assume I didn't hear shit. You do realize I'm a giant elephant man.
We'll both look at you. Uncle Blair's. And we both take you.
I very father-esque, do like the whole hair rub.
Gonna smack you like that.
I would also suggest that if you two, Beryl and KD, have any magical items that have souls, demons, or anything cursed on you, you hand it over to them.
I don't have any cursed items. Talbot,
Yes.
do you still have that pouch of stones I gave you? Crystals?
And from the inside of her robes, kind of tucked on the rope that goes around, you see a Talbot fiddle with something, and then out comes the pouch of stones that you gave her a long time ago.
Alright. Would you mind if I check them for a minute? And she holds her hand out. Okay. And she takes it.
I give
Cool.
it to you.
I reach into my pouch and I grab 4 or 5 newer stones that I've picked up and I drop them into the pouch and I hand it back to her and I go, keep those safe for me, okay? And in that pouch of stones, I've dropped one end of a sending stone pair that I picked up with the gold you gave me. So you have a sending stone now in your pouch of stones that I gave you. I'm not going to tell you this. I'm just going to leave it there for you. Because we're splitting the party and I want to be able to get a hold of you guys.
That's fair.
What exactly would be considered a magical item?
Anything that I have given you that has a possessed soul, extra power that's not yours, anything like what they have or what
Ah.
she has.
Magical item that might come
Do I need to
with
take
a...
it back, like?
No.
I
No.
didn't know if it was so. There's not a lot
I'm,
of shit happening with your
No.
KT just kind of holds his peg leg away.
I'm just.
What?
There's
No.
It turned into a candy cane at this rate. I'm not surprised if there'd be a soul in it too.
No, there's a crossbow in it.
Yeah, that one I knew. It's turned into a Swiss Army peg.
Who's still in here, the captain or the shaman?
Both.
Both? Who's taking all the magical items?
We just suggest if you have anything like what they have to hand it over to them, so there's not like a if things are wrong, the gluttony can't go into them. It's
Gotcha.
stronger.
I hand Thereus my quill.
Thereus is coming with us.
There'll be other
So
boosters
who's
Talbot.
okay? I hand Talbot my quill.
Of course you're gonna fucking hand it to me.
Well, Talbot's probably closer. I don't know.
Talbot's more likely to give it back.
Yeah.
As you hand over like the quill and paper, it forms into a box.
Ah, nice. Travel size.
For your convenience.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to risk that. It's been very useful.
I don't think I have anything that has. You haven't given me anything magical. I've bought all my magic stuff, so it would be
Yeah, I
soulless.
think the only thing else would be your wedding ring, maybe.
The only other magical thing
I would feel like
have
that was not
considered
magical.
would be like.
I wasn't given a choice, but like, would he have told me it was magical? Is it magical and I don't know it? I don't think it's
I mean,
magical.
as magical as in it's magical between you two, but it's like not like.
I'm not going to separate myself from that unless it's specifically magical.
This is just like. No, but Bousta's theory is just.
Also, to be fair, I didn't expect you to actually come back.
Yeah, so unless you've added some magicalness to that ring, I don't think so.
No.
Just keep it.
Can give you like a
Might need that stone one day. For something.
Yeah.
Don't die.
Gonna have to add that to
Well,
my
uh,
backstory.
I'll bring it back and kick your ass out if you die.
With that, Talbot will look at everybody else and go, well, good luck.
We're off to see the wizard. Wait, she's right here.
the wonderful wizard.
You two, please be safe. Talbot, don't let Bousta get into too much trouble.
Never.
Bousta,
Never.
stay sober.
Never.
Stay sober.
On that note, we will call it right now. Then break. We're gonna go on break.
Okay.
So please
Oh,
check
we're
out
ending
part
early
two.
today. Shit.
For the Twitch, we're just gonna go to intermission. For YouTube, we'll see you guys in part 2 of episode 69.
Nice.
I'm not gonna let
Nice.
your character become a drunk.